For the past year to 6 months, I've been getting a lot of people in my office needing release from attachments or entities, dark energy, and or even generational trauma. And so when I see this topic, this theme coming in my office over and over again, it makes me wonder if this is also happening globally. And I do believe that's the case. I believe that a lot of us are walking around with generational trauma, dark energies, things that have happened to us in the past that are stuck in our cells, things that have happened to us and our parents that are stuck in our cells in our body, things that are happening globally that are stuck in us, that vibration of fear or whatever it is stays stuck in us to where we feel like we have almost like an evil attachment. And I don't even like the word evil, but it's so dark that a lot of people feel they can't get away from it. They can't run from it. Everywhere they go, these voices in their head or these negative thoughts or these sad emotions that sometimes people don't even have a reference for why they feel this way. A lot of times people will be like, gosh, I cry all the time and I don't know why, because my life is so good. And so it's interesting because as I've been working with client after client after client on this, it's been really empowering and very powerful to see them walk into who they are designed to be without these attachments and dark energies. And so how do you get rid of these attachments and dark energies? First of all, it's something that I know we can all do, but a lot of times when we're in a place of fear or trauma, or we're feeling stuck in life, sometimes we can't dig ourselves out of the hole. But I do believe we have the gifts, each individually, to raise ourselves up. But that's why we have each other, and that's why we can help lift each other up. So for me in my practice, it's a gift I've been given, and it's been really neat to see just the vibration of my body and my hands, and the intention of my heart and the intention of my practice is to release people from spiritual, emotional, and physical issues. And so when people come in with what they would call more like a spiritual issue, like a darkness, they feel at a loss of how to get rid of it. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll work on people's bodies. First of all, I'll release the trauma in their tissue. And of course, if you watch any of my videos, I am intuitive. And so my psychic abilities help people to connect to the things that are trapped in their bodies. So they start to see, oh, I've been holding on to this or this or this. And so as they're releasing and coming into an awareness of what they've been carrying with them for either their whole life or since their traumatic situation happened, they're able to release it physically from the body. And then when we go into Reiki, that is the coolest part. That's where, this angelic, beautiful support comes in. That's where the divine comes in and moves things that we can't on a physical level move. And it is the most beautiful thing. So what I've been noticing, person after person after person who gets this freedom from this dark energy that's been oppressing them since a traumatic event or their whole lives, when they release that trauma, not only are they feeling like they've gotten a fresh start and a new start, they're feeling reborn, regenerated, or the words I feel, renewed. They also are seeing and feeling their guardian angels, their past loved ones that are walking alongside them. They feel that God, Jesus, the angels, they just feel it. They feel it. I don't even have to say anything. I have my hands on people and it's so cool because I'll see and feel an angel come in. I'll feel light come in. I'll get a message from God. I'll get a message from Jesus or whatever I'm feeling as a conduit. I'll just sit there and observe. And it's so neat because afterwards, the people will sit up and say, I feel like my guardian angel came and talked to me and said that she's always with me. I feel like my mom, who passed away a long time ago, is walking alongside of me and she said that it is time for me to walk into newness. I feel that my past husband, my past child, or whatever it is these people are feeling, are getting messages from the other side that they're gonna be okay, and to release the trauma, release the generational trauma, release the grief from past loved ones that you're missing so much, and also release your body and your tissue from all the heaviness that you've been carrying around, and to walk into newness. And so this has been super transformative, and I find it an honor to work with people in this way, because They get to experience it, and then I back them up with, yes, this happened, yes. And we collaborate our stories, and it makes it so much more powerful and real for my clients that they experienced the supernatural. So what I do notice quite often is after everyone's gotten clear, everyone's out, all the entities, all the attachments are out of the person that I'm working, they feel restored and renewed. I usually go in and into my house, and I'll wash my hands. I'll come back into my office, and then quite often I can tell when they've called those fears back in again. I'll know it. I'll even see it as I'm walking back to my office. I'll see it hovering over my office. I'll walk in the room and I'll feel it. And so it's a great time for me to teach people that their thoughts are calling back the energies. Every time you entertain a dark thought or a scary thought, you're actually pulling that energy back in. And so I'll tell people, you are the author and the creator of your life. You just got renewed, refreshed, and released from your darkness, your entities, your attachments, your past generational trauma. When we think about it and call it back in, we're actually activating that energy back into our bodies. So now the tricky part is, I talk to my clients about, how do you walk into this newness, still be human and feel what you need to feel, but not call back the old story. And I always tell them it's really tricky, and I honor where you're at, but it's gonna take some diligence on your behalf, on the person who just got released, to capture their thoughts and to walk into the newness that they were given, that they got confirmation from the other side that they have been released. And so when you have been released, you need to claim that, and you need to walk in that, because we ask, we shall receive, right? And so this is where faith comes in. So as those negative thoughts come in, again, you entertain them from here. You say, hello, traumatic past, hello, sadness, hello, anger. I talk about this a lot on my videos. And you can keep them out here. Once they've been released from your body, once you've given yourself compassion and honor, once you've heard from the other side too, it's super cool. It's just such a cool thing to watch. Now your job is to move forward. And so then these feelings and entities and attachments don't get to come in and house themselves anymore. You can talk to them from the outside. You can say, hey, I've listened to your story before. I get it. But that is the old, and I'm letting it go, and I'm walking into newness. And I always talk to my clients about, the here and now is truly all we have, right here, right now. The past is not here. The only way the past can be here in this present moment is if we pull it back with our current thoughts. You see, thoughts are energy, and energy is real. And our body doesn't know if it's something that happened in the past or it's happening now, because it'll have that reaction from the thoughts of worry and fear. So in order to release the past, get the body work done, get the clarity, get the cleanness, and now walk forward in where you want to go. And where do you want to go? Because those past energies and those past experiences will come knocking at your door, and it happens to all of us. And so to walk into newness is to be aware enough of your thoughts and to release them, and to call in what you do want, and to call in your power. So I have a cute, I'm gonna leave you with this cute story. This beautiful woman the other day came in, and we released generational trauma, and it was the most beautiful thing. And her angels came in, and she was on cloud 9. And then I saw them come back, right? I said, what did you just think of? And she said, well, I thought of, will this stay? Can this stay? Can I sustain this? And I said, right away when you thought that, I felt the energies come back. So we cleared her again. I put my hands on her. We let it go. The divine energy came in and released it again. And I said, now what you're going to do is you're going to claim who you are. And who you are is a mighty warrior. And who you are is a spark from God. You are a source. God is in you. You are a light of God. And who you are is way more powerful than any dark energy that ever is around. And so I taught her my little trick. I said, you just breathe into your heart, and you see that beautiful light, that unconditional love that is the power of God in you, and you blast out. You blast out anything that is around you, and you put the light over anything. You blast the light into your room if you're scared in this room. You blast the light around your property. You blast the light in your body. You just blast the light, and you see yourself walking clean and clear in the light. And if things start to want to come back again, you blast it out. The other thing I taught her how to do was put the light up in all four corners of the room, and put the light up all four corners of your floor, ceiling and floor. Connect the lights on the floor, connect the lights on the ceiling, put a light in the middle to represent divine light, connect all the lights from the ceiling to the middle light to make an upside down pyramid, connect all the lights from the bottom of the floor to the middle light to make a regular pyramid. Shoot a beam of light from heaven down to earth to ground your room in the light, and then call in God, call in Jesus, call in your angels, call in Archangel Michael, whatever you want of a higher form of love and protection to call it in for your highest good and the highest good of those around you. And watch how the energy in the room changes. So I talked to her about a few of these things and some other stuff that I teach my clients. And she walked away feeling so empowered. This is someone, and when I'm saying this is someone, these are people who've been coming into my office pretty consistently for the last year, walking away feeling the power of who they are, leaving behind all of their stuff. And I always laugh, and excuse me for my language, but I always say, you can leave your shit here and we will sage it and burn it and let it go up to the light, and you walk away clean. So that is what this place is for. This place is for you to leave your burdens, like leaving your burdens at the foot of the cross. Just leave them and walk into newness. I hope this encourages you to step into who you are designed to be, walk away from generational trauma, walk away from dark entities and attachments. And if you need any assistance, I do distant work, and it is very powerful, and it is the same thing I do here. We just work over the video and Zoom. So thank you, and have a great day.